Okay, hello. This video is for Blogger Outreach Services. It's actually a very, very simple process, and the point of this is to reach out to as many bloggers as you can that are within your niche, and then reach out to them and see if you can ultimately acquire a backlink from them. We can either do this through a sponsored post, which means that I would write some kind of an article or a blog post for them, and I would include my link back to the site that I'm trying to rank for, or maybe even some kind of a textual link where I can just literally just insert my link into their site and just have it point back to my site. So how we go about this is actually very, very simple. This site that we're going to be going through is for a septic tank site. It's a site that I'm trying to rank for. So we're going to be reaching out to other bloggers who have posted anything else regarding septic tanks or plumbing, or any kind of do-it-yourself type of a post. They might have a category on their blog that is all about do-it-yourself or plumbing or anything like that. And there are dozens and dozens and thousands and millions of sites like this. So the opportunities really are endless. So the way you go about it is you want to go to Google, and uh, our topic is septic tanks. So we're going to put in septic tank, right? And then what we want to look for is we want to do this ad, and then in quotation marks, you want to put in sponsored post. And the reason for this is because we're looking for septic tanks as the category, but then we also want to put a sponsored post in there because that means that in their blog post, it actually says specifically the word sponsored post, which means that they're already doing it for other people, right? I mean, if they state on their blog post that this is a sponsored post, these are the people you want to go after because you know that they're already willing to do these types of posts, and it's already within your category. So these are perfect people. So you want to go septic tank plus sponsored post, and then this is what Google is going to give you as the search results. So if you start looking through this, you can see that all of these are pretty much related to septic issues, any kind of plumbing issues. You can even see on this post here that it says sponsored post. So they're already letting you know that they accept these types of posts. You want to try and avoid Pinterest. It comes up often because there's no one really to target in Pinterest. You can't contact anyone, or if you can, it would just be extremely hard. So I would say avoid the bigger sites like Pinterest, Thumbtack, any kind of Angie's List or Yelp, anything like that, because that's just going to be extremely hard, and you won't get any responses. So going through this list here, for example, you can go check out this sponsored content archives here. I don't think this really gives you much, but you want to open this up. Let's see. And just look through the site, see if it's anything that is, related to your field. If it's not, then just go ahead and move on. So I'm going to move on this one, but it looks like from the same site, she actually does have a post that says 5 things your garbage disposal wants you to know. And so I am going to open this one up, and it's the same site, but you can see that this is DIY related, which means do it yourself, and it's also got to do with plumbing. And if we do a quick search, right? So we go sponsored post. It tells you right here. It tells you right here, disclosure. This is a sponsored post for my new Moon garbage disposal, right? So clearly she's accepting sponsored post. This post itself is within the plumbing slash DIY niche. So this would be someone that we would want to contact. So what we're going to do here is oftentimes you can actually see the blogger owner or the person who's running this blog over to the right hand side here. There's usually like a something about the blogger, some type of, hey, this is me, this is what my site is about, that type of thing. So in this case, it says, hey there, I'm Beth. Welcome to my blog. I love home decorating and interior design, yada yada yada. And then it says DIYing on the cheap. And then it has her email address here. All right. So right there, you've got her contact info. If for whatever reason you can't find it here on that same page that Google brought you to, then just look around the site, right? Because here you've got the categories that she's in, talks about me, essential oils. Sometimes you can find it, on their About Me tab. But if not, they usually have a contact tab, and you can usually find it there. So actually, if you look at Project Hall of Fame, it looks like she's got some DIY tutorials. So you know that these tabs here are pretty much within your niche that you're looking for, right? So if you go to contact, then oftentimes you will see this. If it doesn't give you an email address, it's going to have a contact form here. You're pretty much going to do the same exact thing as if you were to email her directly from your your Gmail or Yahoo or whatever you have. But you would just leave your name, your first and your last, your email, the website, and then a comment, right? Which the comment is basically going to say, hey, if you accept sponsored posts, I'd love for you to accept something of mine. And I will give you the email template that you can just literally just cut and paste when sending this to her. So we know that her name is Beth, and her email address is bethcbryan@gmail.com. So you're going to want to copy and paste this email address here, okay? And we can go to our Gmail, right? I already have a template set. It's a very, very simple email. And basically it says, this is the last person that I reached out to, but it says, hi, Aaron, very nice website. I was reviewing your website and I noticed that you accept sponsored posts. I have a septic tank business, but I'd like to create an informative post for your readers. So the reason why you want to do that is because you don't want to just say, hey, listen, I just want to get a link from you. Can I just pay you some money to get a backlink? No, I mean, you want to try and contribute to these blogs. You want to create some informative, some really good content so that her readers can actually benefit from it, and at the same time she benefits from it as well. So I was thinking of something along the lines of 6 life-saving septic tank tips or 8 summer home maintenance tips you shouldn't miss. I'd be happy to create the post and send to you for review. If you are okay with this, can you let me know what you charge for a sponsored blog post? Question mark. Thanks, and then John. So it's a very, very simple, straightforward email. It gets right to the point, and if they're interested, they will email you back. If they're not, then you just move forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to compose another email, and we're going to send it to Beth. And we're pretty much going to copy all of the same information. So we're going to say sponsored blog post, right? And put it in the subject line. And then we're going to copy the content and paste it into our new email. Obviously, we want to change the name, right? Very important, because you don't want to call Beth Aaron. So say, hey, hi Beth, very nice website. I was reviewing your website and I noticed that you accepted sponsored posts, yada, yada. So everything should be exactly the same. And then at the end, you can just leave my name, right? So you can just leave John in there. Because you're going to be doing this from my email address. So you can just leave John in there as the signature. And let's see here. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try and move this over. Okay, you should be able to see this now. But on towards the bottom of this this new email template that we're creating, it says whether you can track this email or not. You want to make sure that that's ticked, because when it gets sent out and the recipient opens the email, then I actually get a notification saying that they did open the email. So I like to track that information. So make sure it's ticked, and then after you're done, you just hit send. Okay, and it's going to get sent out. Now, one thing I do check is, let me see if I can just reposition this really quickly again. Okay. So one thing I do check is I like to keep track of the blogs that I reach out to, right? Because I don't want to hit them twice or three times. That would just kind of be a waste of time. And if they're not receptive to it the first time, it's unlikely that they're going to be receptive to it on the third time. So I do like to, let me see, I have an Excel spreadsheet here that I keep track of all of the blog posts that I reach out to. So one thing I do is after I send out the email, I will go back, and this is the unskinnyboppy.com website, right? So I will go back into this Excel spreadsheet. I'll do the unskinnyboppy.com. Doesn't look like anything else pops up, right? I want to see if I hit this one already again. So it looks like the only thing that comes up is undergroundhealth.com is the only one that's similar to the website that I just sent to. So I'll write unskinnyboppy.com, and then I'll say that I sent an email, and that's it. Basically, you want to you want to go through this list here, and if it doesn't pop up in the search as you're typing the name in, then just quickly do a cursory review to see if Unskinny is one of those websites that you already targeted. If not, then just move on. You can move on to the next site, which we'll go back here to Google. We will, continue going through this list here, and let's see. The next one is Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, which doesn't sound like it would be related, but again, you want to go through the site, just really quickly take a cursory review. This really doesn't have much to do with septic tanks or any kind of plumbing or anything like that. So if that post isn't really related, then you might just want to look through the categories. See, look, she's got categories here: Sweet Eat, Sweet Home, Sweet Ideas. It might be under Home. Let's just take a quick look. Let's see. My computer's taking a while to load. So it says elder care, emergency planning. So nothing really related to the type of blog that we were on before. So I would just quickly pass on this one, and just keep on going. I mean, look at this one. So Hope's Cafe. It looks like I already was on this site, but let's see. So then you'll find that there are sites like this where you really just can't even navigate anywhere. If it looks like it's like a one-page site or something like that, just very poorly done, then just pass on. Because I found that these people are usually pretty tough to get a hold of. So you just keep going. Simple remedies for clogged drains. See, let's check this out. So look, it's a nice website. It's obviously about clogged drains. So it's more of like this DIY type of category, which is exactly what you're looking for. Get out of this. Okay. So keep going through here. And I mean, this is probably going to be someone that you want to reach out to. So again, you want to find their contact info, reach out to them the same way you did before, and that's really about it. If you have any other ideas about about topics or anything like that, just maybe you want to put plumbing here instead of septic tank, you just do that. But otherwise, you always want to include sponsored posts, and you should be good to go. Okay, thank you.